So this is going to be a learning lesson for anyone who is a manager or a leader or works with people who are neurodivergent or autistic. So I woke up at the ungodly hour of 4:30 this morning to get my blood drawn, which I didn't ultimately get done. I got there really, really early because they open at like 5:30. And so I thought I'd be the first in line. And I had a lot of things that I needed to get done. And so I had the day kind of really well structured. But even though I got there like really early, there were already 4 or 5 people in there. And I know that they have like an overflow room that was already full, right? Because that's when people are in that room. And so I knew that even though I had gotten there early, oh my goodness, look at that. Hi, Kelly. So good to see you. You're going to be at the Region 4 meeting. Oh my God. Look at that. This is fabulous. Hi, Kelly. You're with me live. That makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Hopefully though, I'm going to see if my sister can record it. Because a couple of people, I think, Tanya and I were talking the other day and she said she wanted to see it as well. So she was like, you absolutely have to record it. So we'll see if we can record it. So I'm standing in the blood draw room at like 5 o'clock in the morning at this point, and the person who is at the blood draw behind the thing is not acknowledging me at all. Okay, so I'm standing there for a few minutes, and literally there's no acknowledgement. It's as if I don't even exist. And I can't decide at this point if she can't see me, which is fine, if she is ignoring me deliberately because I'm in the wrong place. Like, what is happening here? And so I need clarity, as I'm autistic. So I typically I ask a lot of questions to create clarity within myself so I understand what's happening. So I asked her, I said, am I in the right place? And she said, I'll be with you in a minute. And then I noticed that she pulled out somebody's license and whatnot. And I said, oh, she's checking someone in. And as I look around, I start to do the math in my head. And I realize that this is going to actually take longer than I think. I should probably leave and just do it at another place or another time. Like, today isn't going to be the day that's going to happen because I think I've overbooked myself today. So I actually look around and I ask the person behind me who's sitting down, I ask them, hey, listen, can you tell me how long you've been waiting? Because I'm trying to figure out the math in my head to get an idea of, okay, I have an hour. Will I be able to do it? And the 3 people in the waiting room got very upset with me and said, we haven't been waiting long. She will get to you when she can. And I was like, whoa, I just was trying. And I was trying to then explain what I was trying to do because I wasn't upset. I totally get it. I was just trying to do the metric in my head to figure out whether I should stay or go. So everybody was quite distressed with me at that point. And I was like, you know what? and I was like, I'm really sorry. I tried to be very cheerful because I was really cheerful. I was so cheerful. So I was like, oh my God, it's not a problem at all. I may actually just come back another time. I have an appointment. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to check. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. It was really nice, right? But as I left, I thought to myself a conversation that I had with another friend of mine who's also autistic, and how when we ask questions, whereas as a society, we typically are socialized to see questions as challenging authority, as being difficult, as not understanding or dim-witted. And I've seen this happen to myself many times, both in school and in the workplace, where asking clarifying questions is met with a lot of resistance because it is assumed to be a challenge to authority, or it's assumed to be antagonistic rather than simply a fact-finding mission so that I can figure out in my head what's going on. So I think this is something important to keep in mind for anyone, because somebody asked me the other day, how do you manage a neurodivergent employee, right? And I think it's important to recognize that when you have employees who are neurodivergent, not only is it on the employee to be able to recognize how they engage with other people so that they can make sure that they are being heard, but at the same time, it is the equal responsibility of people on the other side to recognize that even though it may not seem like you may not understand why they're asking these questions, oftentimes it's not an attempt to, to be combative. Sometimes it's just to get clarity. So I think that that's a really interesting conversation. I just wanted to kind of share it because in the context of my morning, and I messaged my friend Katie, and we love talking about these things, right? Because this is sort of our entire life.